Hey, Marissa, what's wrong, Reimu? You can tell a Pokemon's strength by its base stats, right? Ah, that's right. When forming a party for ranked matches, species value is a very important factor. Let's make a full team of 600s and prepare for the next season. It's very stable. Come to think of it, there are some Pokemon with strange base stats sometimes. Yes, there are a lot of interesting Pokemon with unique base stats. Wait, are there any interesting base stats other than just strong? In this video, we'll be introducing 20 Pokemon with unique base stats. I'm looking forward to it again this time. Well then everyone, take your time. Mgendina Eternatus Max Form. First up is Eternatus, the final boss Pokemon from Sword and Shield. Eternatus' total base stats are 690, which is pretty high on the base stat rankings. By Dynamaxing, the form changes and the base stats change too. It will emit an infinite beam in Dynamax. That's right, when it reaches its Eternatus Max form, it will have an impressive total base stat of 1125. A species value of over 1000? The only Pokemon with a base stat over 1000 is this Eternatus Max form. Isn't that too strong? The original Eternatus was large at the Dynamax level, standing at 20 meters. When it Dynamaxes, it grows to 100 meters. It's too big and makes it look more like the final boss. Eternatus is a Pokemon that is said to have been hiding inside a meteorite that fell in the Galar region 20,000 years ago. It's a futuristic, sci-fi Pokemon. It's perfect for the final boss. Its base stats are 255 HP and 250 special defense, so it's incredibly strong. Who knew such a Pokemon existed? It would be unbeatable in a tournament. Unfortunately, that is not possible. Why? First of all, if you capture Eternatus, you can't Dynamax it. Huh? So if I catch it I can't Dynamax? That's right, you can use the Mugendai beam, and when you do, you'll turn into your Dynamax form for just a moment. It's just an effect, it doesn't change form, but even without Dynamaxing, a base stat of 690 is more than enough. Unfortunately, Eternatus is a banned Pokemon that can't be used in tournaments. So I can't even play in ranked matches? It was possible for a time in Sword and Shield, but is no longer available. It can't be helped if you're this strong. In the new generation, the Dynamax system is gone, so we may never see another species with a base stat over 1000. Someday I'd like to challenge Marissa with over 1000 Pokemon. Too much cheat. Arceus. Next up is Arceus. It's a mythical Pokemon from the 4th generation, and it's also the Pokemon in the title. Arceus is a mythical Pokemon that first appeared in Diamond and Pearl. I'm pretty sure he's the god who created the universe. In mythology, Dialga, Palkia, and Giratina. It is also said that it gave birth to Uxie, Azelf, and Mesprit. Creating other legendary Pokemon is truly a godsend. Arceus' total base stat is 720. All of its base stats are set at 120. It's a beautiful stat. It has the highest total base stats of all Pokemon, and is top class in both durability and speed. I don't think the attack power is that high. It's true that its attack power isn't that high, but it can be made up for by the combo of Sword Dance and Sudden Attack. A Pokemon with a good balance of attack and endurance. Furthermore, with its special ability, Multi-Type, it can change into any single type. Each type has different properties, so it's a useful Pokemon that doesn't have any revolutionary countermeasures. Too strong. It's also a popular Pokemon, coming in second in the Pokemon General Election. It's a great Pokemon, it's popular and strong. In battle, there are various types, from standard attacker types to durability and stealth rock types. It's a top meta that is effective in many different forms. He's so talented to play all the roles. Also, as hidden effects, there are mummies, friends, and seeds of worry. It has the ability to withstand moves that interfere with its ability. Maybe if you have a plate, it will prevent interference with tools? That's right, just how almighty is Arceus. It's the strongest Pokemon right now, but it's not perfect. Is that so? It's a powerful Pokemon, but not enough to disrupt the game balance. That's well balanced, just like the species values. Don't talk like that, Happiny. The next Pokemon I'll introduce is Blissey. Even I know that. Its HP is one of the best in its species. That's right, and it has high special defense. Doesn't Lucky have similar stats? You know a lot. In terms of pure durability, it's higher if you give Lucky a Hermit Fossil. So Lucky is more usable? That's not necessarily the case. Lucky can only do defensive loops. What does that mean? It has low firepower and cannot learn endurance moves. This caused problems for trainers. Certainly the image of Earth Throw is strong. However, even though Blissey's special attack is low, it's still 75. Because there is a minimum value, various types can be used. If you only have a defensive loop, your tactics will be decided. Its attack and defense are low at 10, but its effort value efficiency is very good. The numbers are being distributed in extreme ways. Chansey evolves when it has enough Lucky. The nurse-like appearance is cute. The eggs that Blissey holds contain ingredients that relieve irritation and pain. Can I eat it? It is highly valued for both medical and food purposes and is traded at a high price on the market. Healing Pokemon are precious because they fill both your heart and your stomach. She's also known as the Pink Devil because of the contrast with her cute appearance. You have an angelic side and a devilic side. As it is called a devil, it has 255 HP and 135 special defense. He has sunk many special attackers. Just hearing this makes me feel evil. Its defense is low, but its HP is high, so it can withstand physical attacks. It's strong against special attacks and can withstand physical attacks, so it's a great defensive type. It's a devilish Pokemon with an impenetrable wall that far surpasses the special defenses of any other Pokemon, and a healing move. If you have one Chansey, you can win with a defensive loop. The interesting thing about Pokemon is that it's not that simple. Does even the powerful, impenetrable Blissey have any weaknesses? It has high physical endurance, but it is a long-term battle type and recovery is not possible in time. May be broken through by high-powered physical attackers. Since it's a defensive loop, it could also be used as a starting point for stacking. That's right. I'll take the Blissey and use Toxic and Earth Throw to keep it a protracted battle. That was the style, but from the 8th generation onwards, Toxic Counter became impossible to learn. I can't get the defensive loop to learn so much, I feel like crying. Moreover, since the 9th generation, the PP of the egg spawn has been reduced to 5 and the ability to become small has been taken away. It's been nerfed a lot. However, even though it has been weakened, Blissey's strong durability is still intact even in ranked. The majority are defensive Blisseys, but occasionally there are attacker types lurking. Even though it's an attacker type, Chansey seems very strong. Meditation makes you tougher, and Substitute can counter one-hit kills. You can use Earth Throw or Tri-Attack to inflict fixed damage. It's tough, and it deals fixed damage to the opponent, so it's a stable type. If you want to attack even stronger, you can learn moves like Thunder and Superman. The range of techniques is wide, so even beginners can use it easily. If your opponent has a Chansey, you can either use high physical damage or a one-hit kill. Counter it with Somersault and Volt Switch. There are ways to deal with it, and it looks cute, so I definitely like to have it in my party. Next up we'll introduce the Ultra Beast, Uchiroido. It's a Pokemon that looks like a jellyfish. Just how strong are its base stats? Reimu, strong base stats aren't the only thing that makes her unique. Uchiroido's base stats are all prime numbers. What are prime numbers? A prime number is a number that cannot be divisible by any other number except 1. Such a scientific species. By the way, the base stats of all Ultra Beasts are also prime numbers. All Ultra Beast numbers are made up of prime numbers. It's an interesting species. It's an increasingly strange creature. Uchiroido is a Pokemon whose unique types are Rock and Poison. It's the only fast Rock-type attacker. It was a semi-legendary, a Poison type that I've been waiting for. It is strong against high-durability special attackers, and its special attack is the highest among Rock types. Its special defense is 131, making it resistant to all special attacks. You don't seem like the type at all. His body is made of quartz, so he's a Rock type. That's right, his movements were like a girl's, and very charming. It also resembled a jellyfish. It has the codename Parasite, and is a Pokemon that can parasitize opponents. It injects poison into the host organism. Despite its cute appearance, it looks like a poison Pokemon. As a poison-type attacker, he is quite good and has high stats. How about as a Rock-type attacker? The range of moves they can learn is narrow, so using a Rock-type attacker is difficult. So it seems like it wouldn't be compatible with opponents that poison types don't work on, or with ground or steel types. It's important to assess compatibility and put it into action. Next up is Tekkanen. It doesn't seem like a very strong one, but what kind of characteristics does it have? Although Tekkanen's total base stats are low, 1/3 of them are allocated to speed. How fast is it when 1/3 of the species' stat is speed? Its base stats are 160, which is quite a difference from other species. It's too early. Up until the 8th generation, it remained the fastest regular Pokemon. Even when other bug and flying type Pokemon specialized in speed appeared, it did not give up its position. It was actually an incredible Pokemon. Even though Regieleki, whose speed exceeds that of Tekkanen, appeared, it wasn't completely defeated because of its ability, speed. Are you even enhancing speed as a trait? Being able to use Sword Dance increases your speed while also increasing your firepower. Passing the baton like that is called a Tekka baton. If you can increase not only speed but also firepower, it'll be a great companion. Sabotsu. Next up is Potato Head, famous for its distinctive base stats. There it is. The base stats of Squeak are really mysterious. Who would have thought that Squeak is the ultimate endurance-type Pokemon with all its defense and special defense points? The other stats are so low, but the defense is just too high. It's so hard it's the #1 regular Pokemon. Slosh is exclusive to the second generation, and if you give it a berry, it will turn it into berry juice. That's quite a nostalgic story, but there's no one using a character with such extreme base stats, right? That's not true. The great thing about Pokemon is that even with extreme base stats, you can use them in interesting ways depending on how you use them. How are people using it? It is common to use support moves such as Protect, Toxic, and Substitute to help it endure. Use attack moves with additional effects and power tricks in conjunction with Trick Room. It's a rather expert way of using it. That's right. By the way, if you get hit with a strike, basic functions will stop, so be careful. Next up is Chimazu, which has beautiful base stats. What does a beautiful race mean? All of Hamano's base stats are 30, so it can be said to be the weakest of all Pokemon. 30. Is that even possible? There are a few other Pokemon that have all the base stats. Hamana is the weakest of them all. It's just as it looks. But won't it get stronger when it evolves? It goes up a little, but it's still only 425 total, so hardly anyone uses it. It stands out among other grass types by being able to use earth power. Is it just a cute Pokemon? In the 4th generation, the Pokemon Trainer was said to be the most difficult. Just encountering a shiny chickweed was enough to earn you a medal. Why do they add mysterious elements when it comes to race stats? This is a strange way to enjoy Pokemon. Foxtail. Next up is Yowashi. Magikarp is a fish Pokemon. Magikarp's stats in its poisonous form are a total base stat of 175, the weakest of all Pokemon. It's even weaker than that Hamanut. However, once Magikarp reaches level 20, it can transform into a swarm form. Even the boss Pokemon appeared. When it becomes festering, its HP remains unchanged, but its speed decreases. The other species' values will rise dramatically. If there are many of us, we can become stronger. Its attack and special attack are at 140, and its type-matching water moves are incredibly powerful. There's no way they'd fight in their natural form. Yes, although it's quite strong in terms of stats, it has many drawbacks. First of all, the range of skills that can be learned is limited, and there aren't that many support skills. It's fine if the opponent is compatible with water types, but if the opponent is not compatible, there's no way to counter it. That's right, my endurance has increased, but my HP remains the same, so I can't endure it as much as I thought I would. It will decrease your speed, so if you use it, try not to scatter the group. When its HP drops below a quarter, it will return to its normal form. It's interesting that its base stats become 620 when it changes form. Gabrielle. Next up is Gabrielle, who has a beautiful total base stat and can be used in battles. Gabrielle is popular. The total base stats are 600, and they're well balanced. It is common for fast Pokemon to have low durability, but this defies that. She's the ace of the 600 series, loved by all generations. A combination of dragon and ground types, it can unleash type-matching moves from above. He can use Earthquake and Gekiri effectively and has excellent compatibility. Some people use Sword Dance to increase their firepower. Garchomp's strength lies in its speed, so many people equip it with a Choice Scarf. The 600 series is easy for beginners to use. That's right, there are many basic attacker types, but there are also Stealth Rock types, which are easy to use. It's a Pokemon that has many combo types using items and moves, and many different types have been created. It changes depending on the season, but it's always in high demand. Not only is it great for ranked parties, but it's also great for travel parties. Duo. Next up is Duo. It's a powerful Pokemon that was added in SV. This is Nuo's regional form, and its types are Poison and Ground. Are its species stats different from those of Nidoqueen? Both have the same total base stats of 430, but the way they're allocated is completely different. Is that so? Its attack power has been reduced from that of the original Quagsire, but its special defense and HP have increased considerably. You can use poison moves too, that's amazing. However, its defense is only 60 and its speed is only 20, making it weak against high-powered, high-speed physical attackers. It can learn Curse and Horde, so it's possible to fortify it. It's a bit difficult to use. That's not true. Duo's basic composition is Earthquake plus 3 transformation moves. If you give him a special headband, he can be trained as an attacker. There are many different ways to use it. If you're going to put all your points into durability, it's also a good idea to stick to support skills. Even though I didn't make it into the rankings, I really appreciated your help during the trip. He did an excellent job dealing with the Pokemon that appear in the story of this game. However, it's slow and its attack power is weak, so you need to be careful. I remember Earthquakes and Drill Liners being tough. The next Pokemon is Rampardos, which has the highest attack power among normal Pokemon. With an attack stat of 165, this exceeds that of Slaking and Regigigas. It certainly looks like it has some offensive power. The encyclopedia states that it has such strong attack power that it can destroy a skyscraper. high. However, with the exception of HP, all other base stats are below average, making it a true attacker-focused Pokémon. A muscle-brained attacker. That's a bad way to put it. Rampardos is all about Morohan no Zutsuki. It's a powerful move with a power of 150, and it takes away half the HP you inflict on your opponent, making it a truly powerful move. The type matching power of 150 is a very strong move, and Pokémon with low defense will be taken down in one hit. It's a nice way to drop it. The slowness can be compensated for to some extent by lock cutting. If you give him a choice scarf, you can take the initiative. You can manage it with items and support skills. Furthermore, the range of special techniques is quite wide. It can learn Flame Blast, 100,000 volts, Ice Beam, and also Surf. Sorry for calling you a musclehead. Its special attack is low, but thanks to its hidden ability, Power, it can use these moves. It was an excellent dinosaur as a high-powered attacker. Next up is the poster child for the Mega Evolution generation, Mega Spearow. There it is. Mega Evolution. The attack and speed stats increase incredibly. How much will it go up? Attack goes from 90 to 150. Speed goes from 75 to 145. It's almost twice as fast. By the way, Mega Spearow has the third lowest base stats among all Pokémon that can Mega Evolve. Is that so? If the species stats before Mega Evolution are low, their characteristics and abilities are often significantly adjusted. Mega Spear's special attack has been reduced by 30, which has increased its attack and speed significantly. If the special attack is that low, it should only be a high-speed physical attacker type. Making Mega Spear a special attack type is now just a joke. Furthermore, the characteristics also change to combat power. For example, what kind of effects can be achieved? It's an ability that increases type matching moves from 1.5x to 2x. In other words, if the missile hits 5 times, the damage will be 250. What a force! Another good element is that you can use Substitute or Disguise first. Basically, you can play first, and type matching is doubled, so isn't that strong? It's a very capable attacker with matching moves, but it doesn't provide much in the way of reinforcement on the defensive side. Its HP is low, so it's common to get killed in one hit. But what if you can get some good damage in on the play? Mega Spear has a bias towards the main moves it knows, so it's pretty easy for opponents to read it. If you can get the first move, you can deal damage, but it's a Pokémon that isn't very user-friendly. Mega Spearow is a very powerful Pokémon and it all depends on the skill of the trainer who uses it. It seems difficult to me. Base. Next up is Cleavage, a monster with incredible physical endurance. It already looks tough. A pure ice type, it boasts the highest physical endurance of any regular Pokémon, with HP 95 and defense 184. It's rock solid. It also has an attack power of 117, so it can be used as a physical attacker without any problems. That's amazing, but the problem is that his only main skills are Ice Fang and Snow Avalanche. There is no big problem. This makes his actions easy to read, giving him an opening to use transformation techniques. What about special skills? His special attack and defense are both low, so if you fight poorly with a special attack, you'll be blown away in an instant. It's a physically strong Pokémon. That's right. Now that I can do Terrastar in SV and I've acquired skills, my options have increased. There will probably be other models coming out soon. Next up we'll introduce the Ultra Beast Denjimoku. It has the codename Lightning, and as its name suggests, it looks like an electrical cord. The Christmas tree is the model. Denjimoku has a special attack of 173, which is by far the highest, excluding banned legendary Pokémon. Special attack of 173 is too special attacker. Its other base stats average around 80, but it can only learn Firefly in Gen 7, which raises its special attack by 3 stages. You're too sharp on special attacks. It's a pure electric type, but it has a wide range of grass-type moves. It can even use Magical Shine. It's too special. His special ability is Beast Boost, which means that when he defeats an opponent, he can increase his highest ability. It can be raised until it can't go any higher. Its only weakness is to ground types, so it doesn't have high defense but is hard to take down. It can also use grass-type moves, so it's effective against ground types too. It's a strong character, but if you don't take precautions, you'll be crushed in an instant by its high special attack. What countermeasures should I take? Because it doesn't have high speed, it will sink if it is hit by a fast attacker with no time to load. You can kill them with speed and firepower. The next Pokémon we'll be introducing is Ishihenjin. It's a relatively new Pokémon from Sword and Shield. Yes, it's a companion to Koripo and is modeled after Stonehenge. I'm pretty sure it only comes in the Sword version. That's right, she continues to appear in SV, and only appears in Scarlet. Does Ishihenjin also have distinctive base stats? That's right, Ishihenjin's base stats are a total of 470. Its special attack and special defense are both extremely high, at 20. Special attacks and defenses are weak. Its speed is fairly high at 70, and its defense is 135, its attack is 125, and its HP is 100. Its base stats, other than its special abilities, are generally high. I'm really only bad at special things. If you stack it with Lock Cut, it's possible to beat Dragapult, which is known for its speed. That's amazing. However, it is weak to special attacks and countermeasures are not very effective. Even if you give him an Assault Vest, it's so lethal that it can't be hidden. If you get tied up like that, it'll be the end of Volume 1. By putting effort points into special defense, it can be improved to the same level as Lucario. Although it has high HP, it is beneficial but it comes at the expense of speed, etc. It's a difficult Pokemon to use. That's true for the species value, but there is a power spot for the ability. It's a special ability that only works in double and raid battles, and it increases the power of allies' moves by 1.3 times. That's appreciated. Ishihenjin is well suited for double battles because it can learn support moves. Another attractive use is to have them use support skills in raid battles. Next up is the semi-legendary Hibatakakami, who first appeared in SV. It's a paradox Pokemon that is said to be the ancient form of Misk. A fairy type was added, making it the same type as Mimikyu. It's the same as the super popular Mimikyu. Compared to the original Muma, its HP, attack, and defense are all reduced by 5 each. Instead, special attack, special defense, and speed have increased from 85 to 135. The increase in special ability and speed is amazing. Its role is simple, and its basic role is as a special attacker. Since he can use ghosts and fairies, he's a good special attacker, right? Its moves are inferior to those of the original species, but it's nice that it can use fairy moves. Thanks to its special ability, it's possible to further increase its speed. He could also be a useful high-speed special attacker. It's a strong Pokemon that was ranked 3rd in usage rate in both single and double battles. It's a very useful Pokemon to be ranked 1st, beating out Dragonite. Wow, it's incredibly popular. There was also a Mimikyu and Ghost, Fairy combo, and a deck that used Song of Destruction. Because it's so popular, the way you deal with it will likely change with each season. The downside is that the power of the techniques he can use is less than 100, so his firepower is not that high. On the other hand, it can also sink you, so you should think carefully about how you use it. Next up is the Ultra Beast Akujiking. His codename in Japanese is Gluttony. He's so gluttonous that Snorlax looks cute. A gluttonous Pokemon has appeared that makes Snorlax look cute. Whatever you put in your mouth, inorganic or organic, keep putting it in regardless. It's a Pokemon that's like a black hole. The characteristic of this Axew is its HP, which is the 3rd highest after Chansey and Blissey. HP is 223, but on the other hand, defense and special defense are low. It's also pretty slow for its size. That's right. However, with the Beast Boost trait, you can increase your highest ability. Its defense is low, but its HP makes it possible to withstand. However, because of its enormous HP, it can be easily hit with moves like Leech Seed and Quick Assault. A large amount of HP is absorbed. If you have an opponent with you, you can use a technique that absorbs HP to loop your defense. That's right. Be careful, its weakness to fairies is 4 times as powerful. No matter how much HP you have, if you take 4 times the damage, it's still pretty tough. The species value is too heavily focused on HP, so the abilities seem a bit lackluster. How about offensively? It's inferior to Dragonite and Squadron, but its range of moves is fairly wide. It's a dragon type after all. Good job. However, since its power is low, it can be easily blocked depending on the opponent's durability. Moreover, the only way to stack it is with Beast Boost, so your strategy is important. This is a pretty sharp Pokemon. Next up is Regidrago, who appeared in Sword and Shield's DLC. It's a Regi-type Pokemon that appeared in the Crown Tundra. It is the first Regi Pokemon made from an unknown substance called Dragon Energy Crystal. Legend has it that it was created by Regigigas, but due to the scarcity of materials, only the head was created. It's a funny legend. Regidrago's base stats are beautifully arranged. HP 200, Special Attack 100, Special Defense 50, Speed 80, Total 580. It certainly lines up nicely. It has a strong HP of 200 and is similar to the previously introduced Akujiking. It has lower HP but is faster than Akumaking. If your HP is low, you can survive even if your defense and special defense are low. In theory, that's true. By the way, the ability Dragon's Edge is quite powerful. What kind of characteristics does it have? It increases the power of dragon moves by 1.5 times, but the firepower of type matching cannot be underestimated. That certainly sounds like a heavy shot. He also has a special move called Dragon Energy. The more HP he has left, the more powerful this move becomes. It's like a dragon version of Shiofuki and Funka. The combination of these two firepower is Regidrago's greatest strength. The maximum power, including type matching correction, is 337. That's incredibly high heat. To use this effectively, the scarf shape is considered the basic shape. It has high firepower, so if you can increase its speed it will become much stronger. That's true, but the range of skills it can learn is narrow, and it's not very maneuverable. Plus it's extremely weak against fairy types, a fighting style that stabs from above with type-matching high-powered moves. In the SV environment, the key is how to use dragon moves. The next one I'd like to introduce is Metamon, who has helped us select the best one so far. Does Ditto have any distinctive base stats? Yep, Ditto's base stats are all 48, for a total of 288. There it is. All the base stats are the same. It's a nice lineup, but these base stats change to the status of the person they transform into, except for HP. That's why I'm struggling with how to allocate effort points other than HP. How about in terms of combat? To be honest, it's weaker now. It's not that it can't be used effectively though. Due to the presence of Terrastall, the way it plays out changes depending on the opponent's technique, making it difficult to use. That's true, it was weakened by Terrastar. In return, we are constantly indebted to their careful selection. Thank you as always, Metamon. In Sword and Shield and SV, I did a lot of raid battles in search of a high IV Ditto. That's a good memory too. He also played an active role in ranked battles when one banned class was lifted during the Sword and Shield season. If the opponent is strong, transforming is quite effective. It's been weakened slightly by Terrastar, whose type has changed, but we don't know what will happen in the future. Ditto is an elite Pokemon with no layoffs. Let's look forward to Metamon's next big achievement, 20 Ninja. The last one I want to introduce is Nukanon. Is its pre-evolution form the same as the fifth one, Tekkanon? That's right, Nukanon is in a Pokeball when it evolves from tunnels to Sceptiles. It's said to be a mysterious Pokemon. It's strange, the creatures are a mystery, but the way they evolve is also different. When you have less than 5 of them, if you have a Pokeball, it will appear in your possession when you evolve a Tekkanon. From this point on, the number of unique ways for Pokemon to evolve increased. That's right, you could call it a pioneer. Its base stats are unique in that it has 1 HP. That's right, the Ninja only has 1 HP. It has no real defense or special defense, and its speed is also pretty slow. Regardless of individual values, HP is always 1. This Pokemon's mysterious guard ability solves this mystery of 1 HP. What? It passes through all attacks except for its weak spot. It's like a ghost. Ghost types don't pass through anything except normal and fighting types. Due to this top-class cheat characteristic, HP is strangely allocated at 1. There were a lot of weaknesses, right? There are a lot of fire, rock, flying, ghost, and dark types. But no other attacks will hit. So it's not invalidated but doesn't hit? It says in the description that it doesn't fit. It passes through everything except the most effective ones. By the way, this effect will be activated even if the Pokemon is legendary. It's a Pokemon that can surpass even the attacks of a god. Although it's a cheat-like ability, Nukanon also has a weakness. What? Even the power of God can be seen through it. For abnormal conditions such as poison and burns, and damage from sandstorms. It just takes away 1 HP. What the heck? For Pokemon with abilities such as Snowflake and Easy Lift, or those with a rocky helmet. Be careful, it's completely pointless. It was a cheat, but it wasn't absolute. That's what's interesting about Pokemon, Reimu. That's right, Marissa. Open black lens bracket summary close black lens bracket. Well, this time I've introduced 20 Pokemon with unique base stats. Not only are they strong, but their various base stats can also be changed by their characteristics. Even if a species has extremely strong base stats, there are always weaknesses and countermeasures. Studying these is the best part of Pokemon. Various types are added each season, and the allocation of effort values to species values. There's a lot to think about. So if I can win in the rankings, Pokemon becomes even more fun. I'm looking forward to the next season. One day I'll defeat Marissa completely. I'm looking forward to it. If you find any interesting Pokemon stats, please let us know in the comments section. Thank you for watching until the end. Thank you for watching until the end. Please subscribe to our channel and give us a thumbs up. Please subscribe to our channel and give us a thumbs up.